Vlog day 1052. Good morning and welcome to another beautiful day in Paris. It's spitting rain all over me right now, which is kind of fun. It is, however, really nice to get a little break from the scorching sun that we were having. Nice to have summer here. I'm gonna go check out the Atelier de Lumières, AKA Light Workshop, for the first time today. I've never been before, been dying to go, especially while the Van Gogh exhibit's still on. So I'm gonna go meet my friend Jackie, check it out, show you guys what it's like. And I'm pretty sure heavily recommend it, just based on its reputation alone. So let's hop on the metro, bounce that way and just see what it's like. Now, one thing that Jackie was on top of that is fortunate, because it's an important thing to know about this place, is that tickets do sell out in advance. I don't know super far in advance, but a few days in advance. And you can buy them online. So make sure to buy them online. They give you a set time to show up. And that's what we're doing right now, is showing up at 3 p.m. And I don't know how long it lasts after that. I've been told you want to stay there for like an hour and a half. I don't think they kick you out, but I don't know how it works. So we'll find this out together. I'm almost there. I was walking through the 11th arrondissement, thinking back to my 20 and 20, which if you want to check that out, it was a video series that I made chronicling all 20 arrondissements or neighborhoods in Paris, one after the other in 20 days. It's part of the reason that I'm still kind of exhausted today. So go check that out when you're done watching this, but the video is linked in the sidebar as usual. Quick coffee to go to keep me going. I am starting the day out tired. Beans on Fire is in that video on the 11th, so if you want to go check that out, that's how you can find out more. But it's right next door. I gotta cross through the park here, and then we're there. Oh, merci monsieur, c'est gentil. Here, just gotta find her and somehow remain dry in the process. Dude was nice enough to let me wait inside, which is great because it's still kind of gross and rainy out there, and on the cusp of being too warm for a jacket but too cold not to have a jacket. I don't know what's going on out there. In the meantime, oh, there she is, Jackie. This is incredible. I have Van Gogh on my face. was amazing. I'm not sure. We'll get to words here in a minute. We got to get through the gift shop first. That was incredible. I got dark fast. That was great. Do you have a first impression to make?
First impression.
Final impression?
Tortured but whimsical.
What was that?
Tortured but whimsical.
Tortured but whimsical. That's a very final impression. That was really, really good. So there's an insane amount of visual and nothing really to do auditorially with this one. So it was broken down into 3. Let's get out of here. It's too noisy. Let's go get coffee. We're gonna get her coffee and then I'll tell you about it. This is always the test. How are the brownies? It's not. It doesn't taste like a brownie to me. In the end, it tastes like dry fudge. You know what I mean? They already do hate me here. I don't know what the problem is, but they're not fans of me here apparently. So we'll get to the Atelier de Lumières shortly. I don't know, I didn't mean to be entirely super horrible about the brownie experience. It's hard to find really good brownies in Paris and I don't want to mislead anybody into good expectations of the brownie. You were just really generous with it, I felt like, but...
Chocolate in Paris.
Chocolate in Paris, it's hard to complain. Got a little wind here. Anyways, good coffee, hanging out. What I'm gonna do from here, she's gotta go do some like work stuff and I don't know what to do with myself right now, but I'll figure that out here in a minute. Okay, we're gonna go into Saint Ambroise really quick before she bails on me. This is a church that I went into. Again, not to plug that 20 and 20 video too much, but you can go see it on my 20 and 20, and it's a different church. It's not my favorite, but it's nice. Okay, so I'll just insert this because I didn't get it back around to it fast enough when we were going to get coffee. Basically, there were 3 different exhibitions. One was the Van Gogh exhibit, which was really, really cool. I mean, amazing. I don't think I'll ever look at a Van Gogh painting the same way again. It's really neat to see. I mean, I don't know that the video is gonna do it justice because it was kind of like they very much brought the paintings to life through the animation of it. You got to see not only the major components, like really high resolution, but just the way that they, pulled it together and animated the paint and broke it down into separate elements was just generally phenomenal. And I could have sat there with, paired with the music and everything else, it was just almost meditative. Then they had a Japanese one, also fantastic art, really beautiful, a little bit more energetic, a little bit more intense. Jackie said that one was a little scarier. That was fun. And then the third and the shortest, but still great, was one called The Verse, and it was just kind of about the universe, but kind of represented stars and like, I don't know, it was also very cool, also very inspiring, but very different than the other two entirely, because it was focused on astrology but through kind of just a vague, like, here are stars exploding in the universe kind of thing. It was still really cool. So those are the 3 breakdowns. Those are the 3 different exhibits that are there right now. I think that changes again soon. Van Gogh, I think, is done in like August or September. So if you're gonna see that, hopefully you get here soon. And otherwise, they'll be changing it up to other really cool things. They've been around since 2014, so they're not going anywhere anytime soon. That was really neat. So all in all, in the end, Atelier de Lumières, super worth it. Honestly, I would go back just to lie down. There are a number of people that lay down that just watched the whole thing go by, and that would be, I could do that for an hour or 2 easily. Just to watch all that artwork, come to life, like I was saying, but then paired with the music and just being surrounded by it, it was really, really nice. I would say generally inspiring and soothing in its own way. So I would highly recommend it if you're thinking about going. I'm struggling to come up with exactly the words that I want for it, but I really enjoyed it and really appreciated it. And maybe that's all I really need to say about it. So go for it. It's about $14.50 right now. I think €14.50 for the ticket. Make sure to buy your ticket online. They'll give you a specific time to show up, and then you get to go right in. And yeah, I'm glad I could finally go in and see it in person. That was really cool. It's kind of like a big warehouse space. In a lot of ways, the space itself isn't what's impressive. Being surrounded by it with all those projectors is really cool. It's more the feel of the place that they create and the emotional experience of watching all this art, a lot of which you're really familiar with already, be brought to life in in a larger than life way. I think that's the best way to look at it, and it definitely has a lot of the impact that the art would have on its own, and some of it honestly I feel like had even more of that impact. There were a couple where they had like a really cool graphic that made a transition of paint being applied to the walls and moved around and everything, and then it turned into the painting that had inspired it, and you're kind of like, well, the painting that inspired this is somehow less impressive than what you did to make me feel like I was living inside that painting. That didn't happen every time, but that happened a couple times. And then other times, I don't know, it just highlighted really, really intense and fascinating elements of the paintings that I might have missed otherwise. So if you're thinking about going, I would highly recommend that you go. With that, I'm going to leave you today. I hope you're having a bright and sunshiny day wherever you are. The Paris finally decided to be bright and sunshiny here towards the end of the day, so it does come around eventually, I suppose. And I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for yet more good times from Paris. Till then, adios.